Sound check. Testing 1, 2. Sound check. Thanks, Raphael. We are on time. The game before us is Rogers against Greenwood, and it was close for about 3 minutes of the first quarter. And so hasn't gone mercy rule yet, but Rogers up 49-22. These are the two teams that Russellville will play Friday and Saturday, so we're getting to watch them a little bit. We'll play Rogers tomorrow night and Greenwood on Saturday, 12:30. Greenwood beats everybody in football, but in basketball it's everybody else's chance to get their licks back in. All right, game's over, 49-22. Thanks so much for. We always check the sound because I've done the whole game before and the sound wasn't working, and so you just get the crowd mic. But so I appreciate letting us know. We'll officially start our pregame show here in about 3 or 4 minutes. No radio tonight, but we'll have radio tomorrow and Saturday. We think. We were going to have radio delayed tonight, but the start time for Arkansas Tech caused us to change up a little bit. And if you're watching this and thinking you might want to listen to the radio, I think on Saturday we're going to be on Carve, 6:10 a.m. because of the conflict with Arkansas Tech. So we'll be on KCJC-R9 and KERV on Saturday, but we'll put that on our Facebook page. All right, 10 minutes away from tip-off, so we're going to start a little bit earlier. They have not had an announcer to the game, but they have done starting lineups, so that might have just been for Rogers. All right, we're about 5 minutes away from the starting lineups in the tip-off between Russellville Cyclones and Parkview Vikings. Parkview's out of Springfield, Missouri. Maybe unfamiliar to you guys watching unless you watched last year, because Russellville faced Parkview in this very tournament last year. This RVS tournament here at Rogers, they have it every year. They alternate between Rogers High School and Rogers Heritage High School on who hosts it. And what it is, it's two different four-team classics. And so Heritage hosts one here and Rogers hosts one here. So the two first games of the day actually saw Nixa, Missouri against Harrison, and then Conway defeated Rogers Heritage. Then our side, which is called the Blue Division, saw Rogers just now beat Greenwood. And then the last game of the day is Russellville against Parkview, and it's a round robin. So we won't see Harrison, Nixa, or Heritage, or Conway. We got our side. So there's two different champions out of this. Russellville won this thing last year. They're facing Parkview Vikings. I'm Mickey Duval, along with my color man tonight, Aaron Duval, and we're back here after Russellville had bounced back with that win against Valonia, and then a road win, a very tough road win this past week. Greenbrier, Russellville 7-1, and currently on a two-game winning streak. I do want to say the Lady Cyclones open play in the Joplin, Missouri tournament today. Played at 5 o'clock. They lost to Aurora earlier today, 63-44. Game was closer than that. Russellville led at one time. We got to watch it on their Huddle live stream, and fell behind, cut it to I think 13-14 early fourth quarter, and that was just kind of all they had muster there. And they'll play at 6 o'clock tomorrow. They'll play the loser of the Branson and Blue Valley West game. I think that's going on right now. It may have been finished by now, but we do know Lady Cyclones will play at 6 o'clock. If we get the stream key shared with us, we'll send that to you on our Facebook page if you're able to see that. We appreciate Jeremy Keister for sending that to us, because he sent it to us while we were driving up here, and we were able to put it out on our Facebook page, but also share it with other people, and they got to watch the Lady Cyclones, because it's a 3-game guarantee, so they'll be up there tomorrow and Saturday. Just like here, 3-game guarantee. Russellville will be here tomorrow night. We know who they're going to play and when they're going to play. They're going to play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night and 12:30 on Saturday. So it's not a tournament style. You know who you're going to play. That's when they say classic, that's what they mean. Tonight against Parkview. Parkview hadn't played very much, not as much as Russellville, just 3 games under their belt. You probably haven't watched Parkview as much as me, but you might have watched Russellville as much as me. So what do you think about the game?
Well, I think and I was going to say, as a good win at Greenbrier, I think the free throws really came into play, and that's something I wanted to say tonight. 3 areas I think that we need to, I don't want to say dominate, but we have got to control. That's rebounds on both ends. We've got to shoot good free throws throughout the whole game, and then it would be great if we can control the tempo of the game. I don't know anything about Parkview. I don't know if they like to run or slow down, but we've got to play our own tempo of the game, and we can do that if we control the boards.
We're going to step away here just for a minute, and we'll check and see who the starting lineups are going to be. I don't know if they're going to introduce him or not. I want to make sure we get the right one. Russellville, the home team for this game. They're in their anthracite, Parkview, green and white's their colors, but they're wearing their road black uniforms tonight. Now we know of the 3 games that they've had, Desaiah Green, a 6'4 senior who has been their main scorer this year, and he transferred in to Parkview. So number 4, last year we got to watch their 2 main scorers, or they picked up the slack, was Christian Cordova and Carlios Sanchez, number 2, 3. So 2, 3, and 4 is who we got to watch. Russellville won this game last year, 69-58. A guy named Luke Stump, if you can remember him, he scored 19 points in that game. I won't forget that. And Russellville won it by 11. So much different look, actually, for both teams. More of a different look than for Russellville without Luke, 7'4", 7'4", patrolling the middle there. They did the starting lineups for the game before us, but that was Rogers, but they did not have a PA guy during the game, and so that's why. But we were told they were going to do starting lineups, and there they are. So we're going to step aside and let them do the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Our game tonight features the Parkview Vikings and the Russellville Cyclones. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the Vikings from Parkview, a senior, number 2, Christian Cordova. A senior, number 3, Carlitos Sanchez. A senior, number 4, Aisha Green. A senior, number 11, Elias Galvin. And a junior, number 32, Kaisley Hiley. Parkview is coached by Jack Simpson, is assisted by Javaz Portugal. Ian Cochran and Graham Nicholson, Joe Dicker, and Zach Lisa. Now let's make the starting lineups for the Cyclones from Russellville. At 6'2", number 2, Donovan Villarreal. At 6'3", number 3, Malachi Siner. At 6'3", number 21, Caleb Campbell. At 6 foot, number 23, Kevin Foster Jr. And at 5'10", number 4, Elias Zappian.
Well, they butchered just about every name we heard for both teams.
I think Foster's the only one that got right.
Yeah. KJ Foster, Caleb Campbell, Elias Zapien, Malachi Siner, and Donovan Villarreal. Greg Chenault, the head coach at Russellville, his second season, assisted by Wyatt Nahus. Russellville 7-1 on the year at Parkview. Coached by Jack Simpson. He's in his third season at Parkview. They're starting off with Christian Cordova, Carlitos Sanchez, and Daisha Green. Josiah Green is what we call him. 2, 3, and 4, that's the numbers. They do have number 11, Eli Govan, 6'6", senior, and 32, Kazi Hiley, a 6'1", junior. But Josiah Green has been their leading scorer in their first 3 games. They actually topped 20 points in their last game, a victory over Helios in their Arvest Classic. They have won also, and that's been their only 3 games. They went 2-1. They get the opening tip. You see Russellville opening up in more of a 2-3 matchup zone. One thing, Coach Chenault, he's always going to be scouting the other team. He is a wizard with film, and he knows every little tendency that could be known. And the Cyclones will always be, they'll never be unprepared for a game. Elias Zapien, a little 15-footer. That one won't go. Remember, Elias had 22 in the victory at Greenbrier. Just really came alive with 6 3-pointers in the game. Tried to draw a charging foul there. Zapien quickly up. Caleb Campbell, the defensive board. Probably not enough contact there. I'm going to like the fact that they're going to let that go, because we like to see them play a little bit better flow, better tempo to the game when the officials will let them play a little bit. So I'm fine with that. Here's Donovan Villarreal missing on the drive. Parkview likes to run when they get a chance. They usually, in the first 3 games, had trapped and the backcourt press and all that, but Russellville ate them up last year doing just that. So I wondered if they were going to do that very much this year. That's Christian Cordova. He hit the 3. He had 12 points in their game against Russellville last year. Was their second leading scorer in that game. They shot a lot of 3s and layups last year against us. Villarreal will draw the contact there. Will they count it?
I haven't seen a signal.
Yep,
Yeah, they did.
Official out on the edge there. They both had the foul. Galvin picks up his first, and Villarreal going to the free throw line. Again, no radio tonight. We will have radio tomorrow night when Russellville plays at 7 o'clock against Rogers, the host school. Nothing against Parkview, but that stands to be probably Russellville's toughest competition at this Classic. Parkview's good, but Rogers is really good.
Good steal by the Russellville on that pass.
Oh, man. Did they call a charge? No, they did call the foul. And because they let that go on one end, good they let it go the other end. And it'll be Villarreal again. I'm going to start calling him Villarreal because that's what they're calling him. Desai Green picked up his first. Isn't it weird that they did not have an announcer for the home team last game, but they're having one for this one? I mean, you figure the home team gets catered to more, but not in this case. They did the starting lineups, but then that was it.
In a game previously, he was there to introduce the teams.
Maybe it's a good luck charm or something. I don't know. Maybe he's bad luck, they figure. This is Hiley. Set screen, post up down low, but he's really not the main guy they're looking at. Blocking foul is going to be called on Russellville. Zapian kind of had a bad angle there, trying to draw contact, but Elias picks up the foul. His first, our first.
He just couldn't get over in time to get in front of the offensive player.
We got a triple team inside there on Galvin, and he still got it up and in. Eli Govan is what they have here. So that's what we're going with. I'm trying not to have him mess him up. Caleb picked up his first. There, you got it right. Eli Govan.
Campbell gets his second rebound of the game.
KJ, they're going to call him for a travel. I saw him hold that pivot foot for a little bit, stepped a couple more times, but they're going to say he took one too many.
It's a good idea coming across the middle like that, trying to get a good layup.
That was Cordova missing on that one. Parkview back quickly so far. Russellville not been able to force the issue, but they like to play just as fast as we do, not faster. So we might not want to force the tempo there. Look at KJ open there. Beautiful pass in there by Zapian. Second one was blocked. Russellville missed a golden opportunity there. They're going to try to cash in with the three. Missed that one. Tipped out of bounds. That's off us. Cade Smith will check in for Russellville, replacing Zapian. Substitution for them, Ethan Fernandez, number 0, a 5'10 sophomore. And number 24, Eason Nash. He's also a 5'10 sophomore. This is Sanchez at the top there. Hiley will take the three and hit. They take their second lead of the game. Villarreal, double team there. Feed underneath. Count it. Signer, but what a great pass there from Donnie V. Malachi Center. No, he's forgiven. He's not. I really need to give these guys, I have a pronunciation guide that I make for football and basketball. I really need to go down there and give it to that guy before tomorrow. Signer misses the free throw there, and Russellville within one. Now we see a little bit of trap. A lot of times teams that trap don't like to trap. They throw it over the top there and draw the foul. Is that Caleb? It is.
Yeah.
That's number 2 on him. Caleb playing his second game with the mask. He's going to have surgery, but because he's tough as nails, he's going to wait to try to make it where he doesn't miss as many games. I think the way, if everything goes right, he might miss one game because he's going to have it over Christmas break. So going to try to play all 3 this weekend, and he's going to check out. Not because he's injured, because he's got 2 fouls. Elias will check in, and it may be a little while before we see Caleb. I don't know if they're going to use him in the second quarter or not. Zapian will miss that one. Whistle underneath, and Donnie V may be bleeding from the lip there. He took an elbow. He's checking. Okay, seems to be okay. He's either not bleeding or not bleeding very much. He kept checking there. That's the 4th team foul. When we get to 5, we shoot 2. I wonder, of course, we're not the only Arkansas team that Parkview plays out of state, but I wonder what the foul situation is in Missouri if they do 5 fouls, 2 shots. You know, if it's much of an adjustment. This is Ethan Fernandez. Feeds it long, and here Ethan Fernandez open for the right side and hits the 3. They've got 3 threes by 3 different guys, each with 1. And this is their largest lead of the game here at 12-7. Russell, where he set it up here, we got 21 seconds on the shot clock. Okay, lob this one underneath. The Villarreal had to catch and put it up on a strict alley-oop there. It was open, but Russellville missed it.
Good play. Looked like he was open there for a short time.
Well, he was open and caught it and got the open look. It just might have been partially blocked on the shot. Might have just missed it. Donnie V gets a blocked shot there. KJ with the board. Double teamed in the front court. Lost it, but it was partially tipped. Cross-court pass to Cade. Goes through his hands out of bounds. Russellville problem scoring here in this first quarter. That's going to be a reach-in foul on Malachi, his first, team's 4th.
Both teams have 4 fouls.
Right back there to Sanchez, and he might have had an open look from the baseline. He'll pull the trigger on the 3 here instead and airball it, but they get the offensive rebound. Wow, Green just snuck in there to get that. He's got 3. They've doubled our score. Russellville got to pick it up. They're having to do it without Campbell, who's on the bench with 2 fouls. And a turnover. Head now Green. Gets the layup. And Russellville will take a timeout here, trailing 16-7. Been a tough first quarter for Russellville. And Donnie V's got 5 points, Signer with 2. Campbell out with 2 fouls, but it just seems out of sync a little bit. Russellville just, even on the shots that they get, missing, but before then, I just, you know, sometimes just losing the handle on it. And they're a team that can handle the double team and the trap, but so far, for whatever reason, Parkview's double teams really bothering Russellville a little bit.
Well, we've had some open looks from the 3-point line, but we just haven't been able, as you said, we're off just a little bit. We're just not
only
shooting a strong shot.
We've only got 2 field goals made here in this first quarter, and just a thing of maybe we can just weather the storm and we'll catch fire a little bit. They're not exactly just lighting it up, but I mean, you can't let them get too far up, because even with cold shooting, it'll be hard to make up 11-point lead late. So you try to get this to at least single digits. Get a bucket here, close out the first quarter where you're only down single digits. So small victory. See that jump trap there that almost got there? Zapian got it away before he was trapped. Ball knocked away from behind. Another turnover. Just their aggressive nature. I mean, you think you beat them, and actually they kind of let you go by so they can swat it away from behind, causing the turnover here. They throw it away. Shot clock will be turned off. Mateus Borges will check in for Russellville. Did not play against Greenbrier.
That was good defense by Smith on that last play, getting Parkview to throw the ball away.
Quick pass inside. KJ missed the shot. I think he was expecting some contact. That didn't happen.
That's what I said earlier. We're just not shooting the ball strong underneath that basket.
Three-pointer from the corner. Air ball might have been partially blocked. I'm not sure. Cyclones turning the ball over here. They get a 3 on the buzzer and miss. So glad that first quarter's over. We got to erase that one and have some work to do. Down 11 here after 1. Cyclones did not score very much in that first quarter. 7 points total. Donnie V had 5 of them, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Signer had just 2. 2 field goals made for Russellville. Campbell with 2 fouls. Nobody in foul trouble for Parkview. They were led by Desai Green, had 5 points, and then 3 points each for Fernandez, Cordova, and Hiley as they each hit a 3. And Govan with 2. And Russellville trailing by 11. I got to get some of this back.
You know, we only shot one 3, and we missed that one, whereas Parkview was 3 of 8 in that first quarter.
Russellville basketball to start the second quarter. All right, we got to change shirts, turn our head around, do something. Change the mojo up here. Borges, KJ, Signer, Donnie V, and Cade Smith on the floor, starting the second quarter for Russellville. Got to protect the basketball, too. We gave up too many turnovers there in that first quarter. Here's Cade Smith. He'll miss the 3. All tipped away. We're going to get a foul called on KJ. He thought he got all ball, but he's going to be whistled for that foul. His first, team's first.
Russellville foul number 23, Kevin Foster Jr. is first, team's first.
Sanchez that swung it around left side. Just about every guy on this team could shoot the 3. They go inside, kick it back out. Inside out game. Barely grazed the iron, but they got the rebound. Govan got that one, and they lead. Said they lead by 11. Now they lead by 11. Kept saying 11, double digits, but it's double digits now. 18-7. Villarreal just inside the free throw line. Got to get out of that lane. Borges, the runner. Nothing falling for Russellville.
Boy, it went in and out.
Yeah.
That's a good drive.
I hate to risk Caleb getting his third foul, but they may need him in there just to change up some things. Long rebound. Mateus. Donnie V. Here's Cade Smith from the left side. There we go. Cade knocks it down, his 10th of the season. Be wonderful if that got him and the team going here. Now the Cyclones cut it to single digits. They traveled. Yeah, he took too many steps. I mean, I heard the slap, but that was after he took 3 steps. Donnie V, right side. That one won't go.
That was his first attempted 3.
Well, they had been guarding Cade Smith closely, and he'd gotten open on the previous possession. But they were sticking on him as soon as he came in the ball game. Looked like he traveled, but they're going to call a foul there. Looked like he changed his pivot foot there inside. But that'll be the second on us. And number 1 on Cade.
Number 32, Hiley.
This Kasi Hiley. He hit a 3 in the first quarter. Give and go with KJ in the lane. He's had a couple blocked, and that might be in the back of his mind. And Cade Smith, that one at the back of the iron for him, from his view, is actually the side, but just a little long on that one. They're not long on that one. Cordova hit the 3, kept his hand up there, posing. It's a 12-point lead. It's their largest of the game. Borges from the left side. No. Donnie V getting the rebound. Fighting there, and he's going to be fouled. We have not done well on the offensive rebound, so it's good to see Villarreal. Donnie V getting in there and getting that rebound. Drawing the foul. It's his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
At the line, shooting 2, number 2.
Zapian checking in for Russellville. He'll replace Borges. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Boy, that looked like a double dribble, didn't it? Looked like he stopped there. Swatted away there by KJ. Villarreal, draw some contact. That one, no call. They're letting him play at times. You got to call that one, yeah. KJ took the charge, but holding his backside. He's a little hurting a little bit there. That's his second, Green's second.
I think Coach Chenault wanted a little bit goaltending call that last time we shot down there.
Donnie V, right side, no. Ice cold. Cordova over to Sanchez, Carlitos Sanchez. He's turned over checking. I don't know what he's looking at because he wasn't looking at his coach. They got shot clocks on both sides, so. Jump stop in the lane. KJ the rebound. Zapian missing the 3. One shot at it. He's going to get called for a hook at some point. Wade's moving around. Cross-court pass. This is Fernandez. Good block out there by KJ. Out on them. It could have been a foul on them. Sub coming in. Is this Nash? Checking in. Eason Nash. He'd shot a couple threes. Cade Smith. KJ, he'll launch one. Boy, somebody's got to hit one. I mean, I know we've hit one, but that's been it. Everybody's kind of taking their turn at it.
We may see Campbell toward the end of this quarter. Of course, it's down to about 2:40 left in this quarter.
We've got one made field goal here in this second quarter. A three-pointer by Cade Smith and then one free throw. That's been it. Siner just lost his shoe. Malachi Siner, right shoe is gone. It's on the other side of the floor. With the ball knocked out of bounds, there's 27 seconds on the shot clock. Malachi goes down there to get it back. You need those slip-ons there. Villarreal. There comes the double team. Somebody's open. It's Elias. Right side three-pointer. No. And they get the rebound. That sounds like a broken record there. Really need to take advantage of the fact that they're almost as cold as us. And Caleb is in the game right now, replacing who? We got 6 guys on the floor. We got to get somebody off the floor. Zapian's going to come out. Caleb can hit the three, but he also so good on the boards. That's also where we're weak too so far in this first half. Villarreal long 2. That one won't go. Siner there. There we go, Malachi. He's got 4, and that stops a really long drought. Hadn't hit a field goal since Cade Smith hit one early in this quarter.
Siner's got 5 rebounds to go along with his points.
Timeout called by Jack Simpson here with 1:09 left to play in the first half. 22-13, Russellville trailing. Jack Simpson calling a 30-second timeout. He's in his 3rd season at Parkview, Springfield, Missouri. He came from Bolivar, Missouri. He coached that high school there. Won 20 games there, and I think he was made the Final Four in what is their Class 5A state championships. Russellville won this game last year against this team 69-58. But like we said, a little bit different team. A little bit different team for them, a lot different team for us. You losing a couple starters, and I think they only lost 1 starter from that team. And then got 1 transfer in. 25 seconds on the shot clock. This is Carlitos Sanchez. And they leave him wide open. That's his first made 3 of the game. Russellville backed off as soon as he tossed it. He's been mainly dishing the basketball, dribbling around, but he will shoot if open. Villarreal jump stop in the lane, throws in the corner, 18-footer for Signer, who hits it. He's got 6. Quick give back there. Green. Boy, what is that, rejected? What, did he just lose it going up? Spin move there. Block shot there by Caleb. Good job. Never actually left his feet. Got the block and the rebound. Cade Smith in the corner. KJ hits the 3. KJ Foster. You sense the momentum beginning to shift a little bit, but there's only 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Play defense. Don't let them score here. Let's ride this wave into the half. They're going to miss the 3. Signer gets the board, and we've come to the end of the first half. Russellville trailed by as many as 13, but they only trailed by 7. That was what they trailed by early on. We thought, okay, we got to do something when it was 14-7. We're just glad to go in down by 7 after being down by double digits 3 different times. We're at the half. We're going to pause here and come back in a couple minutes to give you some stats of the first half. We're also going to talk to you about what's going on with the Lady Cyclones in their game today, and also what's going on the rest of the weekend for both teams. All right, the Lady Cyclones lost earlier today to Aurora, Missouri, 63-44 in the first round of the Joplin Invitational Tournament. So they will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow. They'll play the loser of Branson and Blue Valley West on Saturday, depending on if they win or lose Friday night. They'll play at 2:30 or 1 o'clock. We got the stream link and shared it on our Facebook page just moments before that game. We may get it just about the same time, so we will definitely share it if we get it tomorrow for the 2 o'clock tip-off. Thanks to Jeremy Keister for getting that for us, because I know he's up there in Joplin, Missouri. For Russellville, senior boys, we know that they're going to play tomorrow against Rogers, the host team, here at 7 o'clock. The 8:30 game, we'll see this Parkview team against Greenwood. And then Saturday, Russellville has the second game of the day, 12:30. They'll play Greenwood. It'll be the second time in, I guess, 3 years. Not last year, year before last, we played Greenwood 3 times in the season. Actually met them in the Clarksville Invitational Tournament. And so we'll play our conference opponent in a non-conference game. Coaches usually don't like to do that, but there's no way around it. If they would have put us in the other division, we would have faced Harrison. So Greenwood might be the better one, because you can get rid of the bad taste in your mouth because of last meeting. Russellville lost to Greenwood. You can kind of get that out of the way, have that say, hey, we got a get-back game here, and then when you see them the next time, you can just focus on conference matchup. Russellville, after this weekend, the boys and girls are off until Friday of next week. A week from tomorrow, they'll be at Cyclone Arena when both teams will host Arkadelphia. And so that's your last chance to see them until the Hoops for Hunger. So come on out to Cyclone Arena and watch that. Girls will tip off at 6 o'clock. The boys will follow at about 7:30. Again, that's a week from tomorrow night. And then they'll be off for Christmas and won't play again until the Hoops for Hunger. And it's just going to be a 2-day tournament. Did that a couple years ago because of the way Christmas fell. You don't want to play, obviously, on Christmas or the day after. So they're going to play that Friday, Saturday, right after Christmas. So just a 2-day classic tournament there at the Hoops for Hunger. And we'll tell you all about that in the coming games, about who draws whom in that, but don't want to confuse you. All you need to know right now is the girls play at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and the boys will play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We know the boys will play Rogers. That'll be a tough matchup. The girls, we don't know who they'll play yet. Okay, thanks. Jeremy Keister just let me know the girls will play at 6 o'clock. It has to be a change because I'm looking at the bracket that Coach Johnson gave me. No, you're right. They're going to play at 6 o'clock tomorrow. If I said 2 o'clock, that is totally me. I'm looking ahead for Saturday. I'm expecting to win tomorrow so they can play at 2:30 on Saturday. So they'll play at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks so much, Jeremy. So we'll get to watch part of the first half before we start our game and whoever they're going to play. So I appreciate that, correcting that. So the girls play at 6 o'clock tomorrow. In this first half, cold shooting until about the last couple minutes of the first half for Russellville. Villarreal and Siner each with 6 points. Cade Smith and KJ Foster each with 3. That's it. That was all the scoring for Russellville. Caleb did come back in with 2 fouls, played about a minute 43 before the end of the first half, and he's so important because he gives you the size. He can shoot from outside. He can attack. But, I mean, it was the cold shooting and their rebounding. That's the one shot, and we did okay on the defensive boards, but it seems like, boy, they just spread us out a little bit and got some easy shots in that first half. They spread out their scoring too. However, they had six different guys score for them. Christian Cordova had 6 points. He had a couple threes. Josiah Green had 5. And then 4 points for Eli Govan and Kais Hiley, and 3 points for Ethan Fernandez and Carlitos Sanchez. He's the one that hit that last 3. They led by 13. They led by double digits 3 different times. Russellville was able to cut it right before the end of the first half and trail here by 7. What you got?
Well, it has been cold shooting, no question about that. Parkview is 5 of 16 from the three-point line, and they like to shoot those threes, there's no doubt. But their free throws are not the best in the world. They're 2 of 5 from the charity stripe, whereas we are 4 of 6 from there. We were 2 of 10 from the three-point line. That's what's hurt us. And the other thing that's hurt us is what you said, is limiting Russellville to 1 shot. They are hitting those defensive rebounds. They are getting them, and we're going to have to block out and try to get some offensive rebounds and put some shots back up.
This is just game 4 for this Parkview team, but they went on a roll last year after leaving this tournament. Ended up winning 19 games. They won their district tournament and then lost the first round of state tournament. But lost it in overtime to Jefferson City, Missouri, 58-57. So they really started to build and kind of picked up where they left off. They went 2-1 in their own Arvest Classic. They beat Helios, Missouri, the Crusaders, by a score of 57-44. Their lone loss was to Raytown, and in that Classic. Talked to Coach Greg Chenault before this. He said they really like coming here because of the way Rogers treats them. He said they pay for the hotel room for the kids to stay up here, and he said pay for their meals. Of course, gives them a shirt and little goodie bags and things like that. But he says being able to bring your team up here and not have to worry about hotel rooms or anything like that, that's all taken care of. He says stuff like that means you want to come back here every year. And so good to see our kids getting treated well on this tournament. Boys here, Rogers, and the girls at Joplin, Missouri. You can see the boys coming back out, and they've been shooting. See they right there. Parkview has not emerged yet. As soon as I say that, here they come. They're coming out of their tunnel on the opposite side of where Russellville was. Let's see Marty Barnes here. He was here to watch Rogers, but I'm sure he's here to watch Russellville too. Coach Barnes coached Russellville at 2 different stints and won a state championship, our only state championship in history. If you didn't read the article that I wrote, that was in the paper about a month and a half ago, you need to look it up. Maybe look it up. We put it on our Facebook page too. But the best part of it was spending time talking to Coach Barnes and some of the players. And Coach Barnes remembers every little detail of almost every game. And so it was awesome to talk to him. And he's here not just watching Russellville, his former school. He's also watching Coach Craig Chenault, who played for Marty Barnes at Arkansas Tech. And you can see a lot of influences that Coach Barnes has over Coach Chenault, especially on inbounds plays. But I figured Coach Barnes would be here. Every time we play up here, he never misses any of our games. used to have the excuse they had his grandson on the team, but even after his grandson graduated, he's been here watching us. So good to see him and his wife here. And they're kind of, well, I guess about 20, 25 feet from us over here. And hoping to see an offensive explosion for the Cyclones in the second half. It'll be Parkview basketball when we start the second half. Cyclone's going to come out, looks like Donnie V, Caleb Campbell, Malachi Siner, KJ Foster, and Elias Zapian, the original starting five out there for Russellville. Russellville was coming to this Rogers Classic back before Rogers had this really nice new arena. When they had their old gym, they were coming here. Coach Pennington was coaching the Cyclones then. They, like I said, like coming here, all the coaches. Coach Pennington, Coach Morgan, Coach Chenault. They've always enjoyed it. Ready for the third quarter. You know, I know it's not a big crowd here, but so it probably doesn't help, but boy, it just felt like you sleptwalked through that first half. Just, I don't want to say no intensity based on our kids. I'm just saying there's no crowd involvement, nothing. It's just different. You know, really quiet. You can hear every little thing. And they get an easy 2 there by Govan, and we're down 9. That's why these games that don't feature any team that's close is kind of tough. A lot of people coming from Springfield, Missouri, or Russellville for an 8:30 game on a weeknight. Tomorrow will be a little different when you're playing against the host team, Rogers. KJ was knocked away going up. Cordova got the steal. Sanchez in transition. Sanchez hits the 3. Boy, didn't take very many of them, but he's hit 2, and they're up by 12. Screen set by Caleb, feeds it underneath. Siner had to retreat to get it, missed the shot. And Russellville kind of had a contested tip there. They might have counted for a rebound, not sure. So we did crash the boards, but nothing doing.
Sounded a little bit underneath the basket, but it was a good play. Should have scored there.
Well, they get this one deep, and we're lucky they didn't get that one to go. They save it straight to their own guy. They're definitely going to let them play, and I'm fine with that. Normally that would have been against us right there. But Russellville going to have to find some offense from somewhere. Free 5-on-4 advantage there. Cade Smith. Shot won't go. Tried to tip that one to keep it alive. There's KJ. Can he get it? Pump fake. Needs some help. Right side, Villarreal. No. Boy, take the lid off the basket because we got some offensive rebounds that time, but an open looks. The shot's just not falling. Neither team, thankfully. Cordova missing that one. Caleb faked the 3, steps into that one. Here's Cade Smith. Fade away after getting his man up in the air. There you go, Cade. He's got 5.
Well, that's a good fadeaway shot by Smith.
And Sanchez acted like he was hit there. You know, they got I actually saw a flop warning in the Whirlwind game the other night. called by the official. They missed that 3 there. That is a rule. They called as a technical foul. KJ lost the handle on that one. And there we go. Get a reach-in foul there on Green, and he's got 3. He's not their leading scorer tonight, but he's been their leading scorer this season. He came out of the game. See if we can take advantage of that. There we go, Donnie V. And Green isn't their tallest guy, but he's the one that plays on the inside the most, and we got a foul called on Russellville here.
Oh, it's a timeout.
Okay, call timeout?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
By
okay.
Parkview.
All right. You're right. And Coach Chenault had the same reaction to me. He says, what do we do? And I said, it was a timeout. So it's not a foul. 30-second timeout. So Russellville has to get up off the bench there. So we'll reset the fouls here on your scoreboard.
Yeah, I saw the official's hand go up. When it went up, I thought, is that a foul? And then he had the open hand, and I knew then it was.
Foul's a closed fist. Any other violation or dead ball is open hand there. Russellville trailed 16-7 at the end of the first quarter, trailed by 7 at the half. They trailed by 8 here. Just feel like Russellville's on the verge of maybe had a little run in them. We need something to go our way. That little fadeaway jumper by Cade Smith was good. And then Donnie V, his basket, just need something. Something to spark the whole team. See what I tell you, they're shooting a lot of threes, and they're not discouraged if it doesn't look good. They're still going to keep shooting them. Reminds you a little bit of Greenbrier. They just shoot. $18 seconds on the shot clock as Donnie V backs it all the way out. He'll go away from the screen. Nice fake pass, little floater. Oh, didn't go in. Got his own rebound. Tried to feed it there to Signer. That was a good ball fake on the fake pass.
Oh, it was. It opened up the middle.
Yeah, and that shot hit the backboard, rattled around. Just didn't go through. Tipped up and in there. Govan. Russellville wanted a foul on that one. Going up and over Signer there. Thought they created contact. Didn't get the call. Reversed in the corner. Here's Cade Smith. Nothing but net for Cade. That is second 3 of the game. Fernandez there on the right side. Backs it out. 18 seconds on the shot clock. In the corner, shoot the 3 with 10 on the shot clock. Tipped out and right to their guy, Carlitos Sanchez. Got caught in the air there. Around Donnie V. Here we go, Donnie got the rebound. Pass ahead to Cade Smith. Missed the layup. Enough contact, though, to draw the foul. Cade going to the free throw line. That'll be on Eason Nash.
At the line, shooting 2, Cade Smith.
Team's second foul. They said third, but I don't have him for 3, and I'm looking at the scoreboard. And they don't even have Nash up there.
No, they don't.
So,
that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, I didn't have him for 3. I had him, but that was his first. Sanchez has a way when he dribbles, he'll jerk back like he's just been hammered, but the official's not buying any of that. Boy just threw that one up there, and picking it out of the air is Villarreal. Trying to get numbers. He's going to go all the way. Shot blocked. Going back the other direction. There we go, Donnie V. Collect that basketball. Ooh, behind the back dribble. He's got a 2-on-1 Euro step, and he draws the foul. I like that little Euro step there. Step one way, step back the other way.
They call that on Cordova?
They called on number 11, Govan.
Oh, okay.
That's his second, team's third. Villarreal will shoot 2. Zapian will check in, replacing KJ. Carlito Sanchez trapped in the backcourt. Oh, man, he's lucky that didn't go out of bounds. Zapian knocking it away. Whistle foul on Elias. Goodness gracious. Looked like he was just going for a loose ball. And that's exactly what Coach News, I heard him say. It was a loose ball. And he's right. It was a loose ball. It's number 2 on Zapian. See, there's that hook there. They're not seeing it. But the basketball gods were with us on that one. Threw it away. You know the officiating's bad when you can hear Mrs. Campbell complaining about it. Not saying it was bad, but that was a hook there, and the one on Zapian was tough. Nothing inside there. Donnie V with the left hand, no, and out of bounds. We're going to get a foul called, though. Was going to be out on us, but Malachi just picked up his second. Yeah. Extra long whistle, but that's just letting Eason Nash check in. I thought maybe it's a timeout. They've taken 2. We've taken 1, so they have 3 left. We have 4. Carlito Sanchez gets it over to Fernandez. Ethan Fernandez back to Sanchez with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Spinning the double team there. 15-footer. Clank there. Shot clock off. Long pass down the floor. Bounce pass inside to Signer. Got too far underneath the basket. Boy, he drew a lot of contact there as he hit the deck. It was a good feed in there by Cade Smith. That one's got to be called probably.
Can't believe that.
Yeah. I know they're letting him play, but that one should have been called. That's that one. Campbell there. Just hold it, Caleb. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Russellville made a move there. Not all the way back, but they're closer than they've been since the first quarter. After 3, we got 1 more quarter to go. Russellville trails 32-29. I saw in the chat. Takes me a while. I'm not able to look at it the whole time, but Park City, Utah, watching the Cyclones and Caleb Bedford Campbell. We love bringing it to you. Now, tomorrow morning, I'm going to feel it. I'm driving back to Russellville and teaching class. I feel bad for the students I'm going to have first period in the morning. I'm going to have a Coke or something with caffeine to get me on a nicer mood. But right now, we're happy. Be happier if Russellville could take the lead here. Oh, just out of the reach of Zapian. He floated up close to the wing, and Signer threw it to where he was, not where he was going. Fernandez is calling for it. He's wide open, but the pass was deflected. I think Ethan Fernandez, number 0, was going to shoot that. So it's good that Donnie V tipped that. 12 seconds to shoot. Russellville bench, there we go, charge taken. Signer just took the charge. I heard the Russellville bench counting down 4, 3, 2, 1, and they almost took a 25-footer there, but the guy looked up and checked to make sure, and then he drove in and drew the charge. Caleb misses that one from the right side. Loose basketball, but picked up by Sanchez for Parkview. Russellville's had the basketball down 3 a couple times, unable to get any closer. But a nice transition. As we say that, Zapian has it, bounce pass there to Signer. Signer's layup, no good. Oh, my goodness. They're going the other direction. They've got a wide open layup. Went the wrong direction. 8 points for Sanchez. Campbell missed on the drive. Well, they're not calling anything. They've got 4 straight there. Green hits that layup, and Russellville had cut it to 3. It's now up to 7, and Coach Chenault felt the momentum shift, and he's calling a timeout. Well, you just knew maybe, look, it's not over, 6:12 left, but maybe that was a bad omen when we had the ball with 2 different, I'm sorry, I didn't know how you turned it up. We had the ball 2 different times down 3 and unable to get any closer. Sometimes you battle all the way back, you get close, you tie it up, and you kind of breathe that sigh. And then when you sigh, they build it back up again.
Well, there's no doubt when Campbell went in for the rebound, he was hammered a little bit. Looked like Signer was hammered some. As you said, they're letting them play. But that would help if we get some calls against them.
Park City, Utah, Nashville, Tennessee. Not just Russellville people watching tonight. That's great. They've scored the last 4, so everybody needs to like switch seats or do something different. You know, just you got to change up mojo. If you've never seen the movie Celtic Pride, you need to see it. It's Dan Aykroyd and Daniel Stern, and they're Celtic fans. It doesn't have to be a Celtic fan, but they do that. It's all about superstition, and it's changing seats. It's eating the same thing when you win. We got to do something. Need to put my rally cap on or something. They scored the last 4, but Russellville only down 7. Zapian in the corner. Come on, there we go. Elias hitting his first points of the game. Cut it almost in half. Trailed by 4. Boy, they got that with 26 seconds on the shot clock, and that's what they used for the 10-second count. They barely got that across. Let's see, right there, it looked like that could have been a charge, and Signer is saying, well, why is that not a charge? You know, and it's been a charge every game except this. That's okay. It's just, you figure, and then that's it. I mean, again, I'm fine with that foul call, but there was less contact there than what Malachi took, but that's okay. That's number 3 on Cordova. Zapian, no. But he's going to get shoot 2.
Parkview foul number 3, Carly Sanchez, that's his first.
Sanchez is
Third
first.
foul. At the line, shooting 2, number 4, Elias Napian.
If they'd call every time he hooked his defender,
Yeah, it wouldn't be his first.
he would be out of the game by now.
Dallas, Texas, checking in. All right. I usually don't look at the chat, but this is kind of cool. Seeing the people checking in. Elias getting that one. Boy, he had a heck of a game against Greenbrier earlier this week with 6 3-pointers in the game, 22 points, a career high. Shattered his previous career high that wasn't even double figures. He's got 4 here. Russellville within 5. Under 5 minutes to go. Malachi's beside himself. He's like, I get knocked to the floor, nothing, and then you call that on me. Okay, they called it on Zapian. I'm sure that'll make you feel a little better, but that's number 3 on Elias.
As long as they call it the same at the other end, there's not a problem.
It's not. They're letting him play, but it's not inconsistent. It's inconsistent with what is and what isn't. Govan at the line. He's got 8 points. KJ the rebound. If you told me we're going to have to give up a third foul on Elias, but they'd miss, they wouldn't score on that trip, I'd be okay with it. We really need a bucket here. .12 seconds on the shot clock. Donnie V in the lane. No, gets his own rebound and hit there from behind. That has to be on Green because he knocked him in the backside of the head. And no, they're going to call it on Govan, who is on the front side there. That's good for them, bad for us. It was going to be number 4 on Green. KJ gets out of that lane as soon as he got the pass out to Cade. Villarreal again goes away from the screen, about 15 feet away. Nice step through. Boy, there's not too many players that actually utilize that pivot foot there because it looks like walking and it's not. But you can actually pick up your pivot foot and get close to the basket. Russellville within 3. It's the second time they've been within 3 in this half. They haven't led since the first quarter. Boy, that ball was tipped, but still caught by Govan. Missed the shot. Saved inbounds by Malachi. Good job, Malachi. Villarreal there chasing him. They have 3 people on him. It's a man advantage for Russellville, 3-on-2. Splitting the double team there is KJ. And Russellville within 1. And now a timeout by Jack Simpson, the coach of the Parkview Vikings. That's their 3rd used timeout.
Yeah, he sees this lead slipping away, and it's down to 1 point.
They led by as many as 13 points. Again, Russellville has not led since the first quarter. They trailed by 9 at the end of the first quarter, 7 at the half. Cut it to 3 there at the end of the third quarter. And they're within 1. But they trailed by double digits 3 different times. 13 was the biggest lead. Well, I like how you could see him trailing Donovan Villarreal as he crossed half court with 2. They came with a trap. And what was bad is he was basically being chased by 3 people. As soon as he got the ball to KJ, it's a 3-on-2. A half court fast break kind of thing. And he had a player on each wing, but he took it all the way to the basket. Nobody got in front of him. They all played from the side and got the easy layup. KJ's got 5. 3:22 left in the ball game. Russellville trailing by 1. This got moved to a full timeout, so again, that's why they're able to sit down. They won their season opener against Lafayette, 65-48. A couple years ago, this team played a 7-overtime game in district tournament and lost. And it was 7 overtimes, and it was without a shot clock. And so there was 3 different overtime periods where whoever won the opening tip just held the ball for 4 minutes. Here comes a jump trap there on Sanchez. He didn't get the pass off. He was not ready for that because he picked up his dribble first thing and was dead with that backcourt being a third defender. Wish we would have gotten a turnover out of that. 11 seconds to shoot, again without a dribble. Govan, charge. No. They got KJ with the foul. I just don't see how that, he was set. That's his second. And the second team foul called on Russellville. At least at least it's not a shooting foul. Oh, he was saying 2-3. I thought he was saying 2 shots when he went over to the scores table. Here comes the trap. Again, the hook. No call there. Bounce pass down low and shot up and in. And there by Hiley, who has not scored since the second quarter. He's got 6 points, and it's a 3-point lead for the Vikings. Villarreal almost mishandled that one. Zapian. Soft screen and posting up is Siner. Backdoor cut's not there. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Zapian, step back three-pointer, no. There's Siner inside, lost the handle on it. Russellville trying to call timeout. Did they get it? No. It's tied up. Possession arrow favors Parkview. Cut it to 3, had 2 possessions, couldn't get any closer. Cut it to 1, never could get the possession. Still within 3. Well, it feels like a bigger lead than 3, though, doesn't it?
It does.
It's 2 minutes left, just because you can't get over that hump. I think it's similar to Greenbrier game. If we'd ever get over that hump, I think they would fold a little bit. Russellville got over that hump against Greenbrier, and it immediately ballooned to a 9-point lead at the time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Crossover dribble with 6. That's got to be a charge. Yes. Okay, there we go. KJ taking that one. Getting redeemed a little bit. That's on. That's Green. He's been their leading scorer this season. He's not the leading scorer tonight. And now a timeout called by Chenault, who wants a 30-second timeout. But they got a full timeout. I say you only got fools left. That's what it is. Chenault only wanted a 30. Chenault was not happy with that official. They ended up calling the timeout. I don't know what was going on the backside, but he was not. They were not happy with each other. Russellville trailing by 3 with 1:33 left. Any foul on Parkview, unless it's like that last one, a player control foul, any other kind of foul, we're going to get to shoot free throws. If we want to put them on the line, we got to foul them 3 more times. But you wonder here, Coach Chenault's designing something. You wonder if he's going for a 2 or 3. I mean, it's really early to be thinking about that, but I know he kind of thinks about all different things. The thing about Coach Chenault's plays, though, is they always have different options and variations of it. So it's never just one thing. It's not the throw it to the corner of the end zone as soon as you snap the ball. It's more of a rollout, and you got to run it, shovel pass, guy in the back of the end zone. There's like 3 or 4 different plays off of one play.
I think the biggest goal right now is just to tie this game.
Yeah.
We've had so many chances latter part of this quarter to do that, just haven't been able to get across.
Alex Floyd in Farmington. Alex Floyd, I wonder if he still looks like Aaron Rodgers. First time I was around him, I always thought he looked just like Aaron Rodgers. That's not a shot, Alex. We'll see what the Cyclones have here. Backdoor cut there with Donnie V. With the left hand. Oh, man, it rolled off the iron. You kidding? That's when you know it's not your night. That was right there, and he did everything he's supposed to. Hit it on the box and just, goodness gracious.
I think that's a play the coach had drawn up.
Yeah, yeah. It worked. The ball just did not fall. Let's get a turnover here and a timeout. As again, we had Sanchez trapped there with the backcourt being the third defender. And that time I think Coach Simpson of Parkview was thinking that's going to be a turnover. So he uses a timeout. They have 2 left. They have 1 left. We have 2 left. And it's a full timeout. Appreciate y'all watching tonight. The stream is for family, friends, for players to be able to go back and watch. That is absolutely why we do it. We love Cyclone sports. We love basketball too. So we'll chase as many games as we can. We'll be back tomorrow night. Not on the radio tonight. We'll be on the radio tomorrow night on KCJC. On Saturday, we'll be on Carve and 6:10 a.m. and the FM station there. We'll post all the details on that the morning of, the day of, so anybody can tune in. As many times in football season and soccer season we're battle Wi-Fi issues, it's good to come to places like Rogers where not just being indoors, but they give us Ethernet access, and so we don't have any kind of connection issues when we can do that. And they always take care of us here at Rogers, so we appreciate their hospitality on allowing us to tap into their hardline Ethernet. All right, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Cyclones with 2 timeouts, Parkview with 1. First things first, we need a defensive stop right here. He's without, and they're going to call a timeout. You see that? Again, not only trapping backcourt with the backcourt line, but the sideline there. And they just used their last timeout. And Coach Simpson is livid with his point guard, and because went the wrong direction and nobody moved to try to get the ball inbounds.
He got close to the mid-court line.
Yeah, he sure did. 59.3 seconds left exactly. And Russellville trailing by 3, but we got to get a stop here. They can't get a bucket out of this. If they do, I just feel like you did everything you could. You stopped them, made them use 2 timeouts. They still get points out of it. There's 14 seconds on the shot clock. Nothing to bail them out. No cheap foul call, no nothing. Get a stop here, and then we have 2 timeouts, and we get the stop soon enough. We don't have to go for the 3. Russellville had a great play design on that last one. The ball just did not go through the hoop. Parkview out of timeouts. Russellville with 2 left. Again, 14 seconds on the shot clock. You can inbound in the backcourt, but that was their issue. They're going to lob this one in front, and Russellville almost got a steal there. Put up, no. Tipped up, and no. There we go, defensive board. KJ Foster is going to be fouled in the backcourt. Well, if they hit him on the arm, he loses control of the basketball, you have to call it. We're going to walk it to the other end. I'm really surprised. I think it's more frustration because why would you foul a team in the backcourt when they're behind, you're up, you're going to let them have a chance to score while the clock not moving. And so KJ going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 51.2 seconds left on the clock, and right there, that's at least 1 point that we had. And the clock didn't move. Didn't have to run it down the floor. We're saving so much time. Hit them both. Russellville for the second time within a point. Clock starts now. Sanchez, they don't have a timeout. Can't stop it. They got 2 seconds to get across, and they do. They didn't have a timeout to stop the clock. They're going to launch the 3 and hit. That hurts because it goes back to a 2-possession game. 4-point lead. KJ Foster off the glass and in, and a quick timeout called there. You do that because you want to set up defense, but also they could have taken 5 more seconds off the clock, really 4.5 before they inbounded it. But Russellville using a timeout after that quick bucket there by KJ Foster. Russellville within 2. That 3-pointer was killer there. I mean, even if he hits a 2, we're down 3, but hitting a 3 put us down 4. It's 2 possessions. Russellville, they have to foul 3 more times before we can put them on the free throw line, so that's kind of, I mean, not saying that's not part of your strategy, but really, I'm sure Coach Chenault's saying, hey, we've got to get a steal or a 10-second violation. There's 27 seconds left. Even if they use up all 10 seconds, we would have the ball with 17 seconds left. If, you know, they don't have any timeouts left. We have one. We need something good to happen. It's about time for them to make an unforced error.
Well, if we foul them, one thing that's positive about that, we stop the clock.
Yeah, but we'd have to do it 3 times before we could put them on the free throw line. That's the one bad thing about not committing many fouls. Now, they have not shot free throws well tonight. I mean, I got them for 2 of 7 in the game. But like I said, they would have to foul 3 more times. So.
Well, you're right on that. They've shot 7, only made 2 of them.
How about they throw it right to us, you know? Oh, there's a steal. It's going to be saved in, and what? Is it ours? It is. It is. They threw it off Donnie V, but when he stepped out of bounds to save it, he touched the basketball with his foot out of bounds. And a timeout called by Russellville. Sorry about letting the clock go. It's 22.6 seconds left. Russellville using their last timeout here with 22.6 seconds left. They saved it off Donnie V, but in doing so, they stepped out of bounds. They were half and half and threw it off Donnie V. And if they would have called that incorrectly, we could have run down there and showed them the replay. I wonder if they'd have been all right with that. 22.6 seconds left, and now Coach Chenault, I mean, do you go for the tie? Do you go for the win? Or they say tie on the road, win at home? Or is that backwards? Win on the road, tie at home, but technically both of these are road teams. So, but I'll bet you he's got a special play design. I bet he's got – Coach Chenault's one to get – when I talk to him, I realize how much little basketball I actually know because he's got so many options on different things. But I bet you he's got one saved here for a play just like this. I remember watching the Lady Golden Suns, and Coach Wilbers years ago was in this very position when they had the conference tournament. He went for the win. And
very important position right here.
Yeah, obviously. And we're all wondering what's going to happen. I don't know what we got planned. I'm excited to see it. 22.6 seconds left. Nobody can stop the clock. A foul would put us on the free throw line. Villarreal. He won't go screen. He'll take it baseline. Shot up. Rolls off the iron. And now they're going to be fouled in the backcourt. Had the look there. That's only 3 fouls, so we got to do it again. Villarreal picks up his first. Need a steal or a quick foul. We got a foul there. That one took 1 second, so that's good. That one's on Villarreal. They got substitutions coming in. Now the next one will put them on the free throw line. Foul them quick. If you can't get a steal, foul them quick. Okay. 14.1 seconds left, so 0.9 came off, and that's the 15th foul. That'll put them on the free throw line. But Russellville, 2 different times they've had a shot from in the paint and just barely outside the paint on that last one, and it just rolled off the iron both times.
Shooting for Parkview is number 3, Carlitos.
Well, he's got to miss 1. If he hits 2 of them, game's over. But he's got to miss at least 1. Yeah, he didn't miss that one. This is his first trip to the free throw line. He's got 9 points in the game. The pressure's not as much on him after you hit that first one, so we need a miss here. Going for a school record consecutive free throw streak. Hey, it worked. Donnie V, the rebound. Russellville needs a 3. Don't let him foul you. KJ starts his drive in the corner, and now whistle, and what do we got? Missed a 3. and we got a foul called on number 3. That's what I was worried about. Sanchez just committed a foul. I was worried about them fouling because we're only going to get 2 free throws out of it. So they foul us before we can get the shot off there.
Do you miss the second free throw?
You have to. You got to hit the first one. He does. Now you got to miss this one on purpose. Get the rebound. Miss it, get a tip. That's what has to happen here. That's why I was worried about them fouling us. Well, that one's not going to – it's got to hit the rim. Hit the backboard, but it's got to hit the rim. But how often do you practice that? Kids, you can't put that on the kids or anything. That's tough because you don't get that situation very often. They're trying to reset the clock. They rolled it down to 2.7, but technically it was never actually started, so they're trying to put it back. See the official over there trying to get the clock reset. 3.2 is what it was at. Okay, they got it at 3.2. Russellville fouling quickly here, 2.3 left. Well, we're definitely exhausting all our chances. I mean, it's going to be tougher to go coast to coast with 2.3 left. But first things first, he's got to miss at least one. And he does. If he misses this one and we get it, they won't foul on purpose. I'd love it if they did. If he makes this one, you might see them foul on purpose once again. I just heard their coach say, don't foul. He hit that one. Two seconds, 1 second. Launch one from half court. Oh, and the Cyclones lose this one. Russellville trailed by double digits, cut it to 1. Just could not get over the hump. Had to fight through some offensive shooting woes, rebounding woes, and exhausted every possibility to try to come back and win that game. And just could not get over the hump. We'll give you the scoring totals here in just a moment. We're trying to do some quick totaling for you. We can say that none of their guys, let's see, they didn't have anybody in double figures. They were actually led by Christian Cordova, who had 9 points, 8 points each for Eli Govan, and 8 points for Carlitos Sanchez. For the Cyclones, they had 2 players in double figures. Donovan Villarreal had 12 points in the game, Cade Smith with 10. 9 points for KJ Foster, 6 points for Malachi Siner, and 5 points for Elias Zapian. Russellville, a couple of chances, one more than a couple, with a couple chances there in that last minute, last 30 seconds. But a heads-up play by Parkview, and we were down 3 and trying to get a 3. They ended up fouling us, putting us on the free throw line, forcing Russellville to have to try to hit one and miss the other one. They hit one, and then the other one missed it because, they missed it on purpose, but didn't hit the rim, so it went back over to Parkview. That felt like kind of the last opportunity that Russellville had. The Cyclones, in their 2-game winning streak, they fall to 7-2 on the season here with this 45-42 loss. Quickly, your thoughts.
Well, cold shooting. I think that the way it describes tonight. And, of course, Parkview wasn't that much better. They were 8 of 21 from three-point line, 4 of 9 from free throws. We were 4 of 16 from the three-point. But our shooting on the free throws was good, was 12 of 15. They got rebounds when we couldn't get one, and cold shooting, I think, is the bottom line.
Yeah, you're down by double digits, and we did a good job coming back. But when it's that big of a mountain to climb, sometimes it's just too tall. But Russellville got within 1. Had the chances, just could not get over the hump. Well, maybe they'll do it tomorrow. It'll be tougher tomorrow as they will take on Rogers, the host team. That'll be at 7 o'clock tomorrow, and you can see it right here on Cyclone Booth. Will also be on River Country KCJC. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Once again, the Russellville Cyclones lose it here to Parkview out of Springfield, Missouri by a score of 45-42. For Aaron Duval, I'm Mickey Duval saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil.